Oh my god! It's a Twin Blades variant. There's a Maelstrom on the backside. Phantom's picking up more kills, finds Andrew as well. It's a triple. Oh, look at Tahaka. Finds the Abathur top lane 6. Great Ring of Frost connecting onto 4 members. We might have a comeback for the ages. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Will they be able to escape? ETC does fall. What a counter attack by Regen Red, and he's gonna barely get away with his friggin' teleport ability. Holy shit! That was really spicy. What up? What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. Finally, it's here. Division S qualifying weekend number 1. We're going to be following a team today that some of you are going to recognize a lot of these players, but you're going to recognize them because they're going to be playing next weekend over in the Toasty and Gladman Invitational as Endemic. A few of these guys were going to be on that roster heading into 2019. Liam and Vin were going to transfer over to Endemic. But here we go. It's a different world now. And we find them playing under the name Multiple Smiles today here in these Division S qualifiers. They've gotten a bye through the first round, and we are currently still waiting the opponent, either Close to Death or Boosted Gaming, out of that round 1 matchup. Waiting to hear. All right, and it does look like we have our winner. Just heard from Keenan from Close to Death. So I'm gonna message them really quick and make sure we get this started. Ladies and gents, thanks for stopping in today. I'm your host Murda, and we're gonna have a lot of fun following some matches this evening. So thanks for being here. Okay, cool. I just messaged him, so hopefully that will get us a link over to their lobby once they get it created. So we're gonna hang here for a bit, and I actually can do some cool stuff here. So let's see, right team, we know who it is now. Close to Death. Boom. We can update this as well. So I see a lot of you familiar faces out there. 7th Ace, Bickle. See How wins here. He's going to be participating in these matches today. Savior's here. What's up? Repsychic, of course. Hitting it up with the 10-month resub. My main man, Repsychic, and captain of Regen Red. Catch them in the upcoming NGS Season 6. And currently recruiting, too, if you're looking for a team. We are still waiting. Sorry, I'll keep you guys updated as that information gets to
a new subscriber
me.
has
Oh,
been
there's
acquired.
a subscriber. Ghost Dunk slapping
eyes.
it in. Dude, my dude. If you guys don't know Ghost Dunk, he is my fellow Nexus Now podcast host for Nexus Gaming Series. We host the podcast, and we've been doing that together for, God, I guess about 5 or 6 months at least. I'm not good with tracking time, but it's been a minute. Let me just make sure we have one more thing set up properly, and then I think these teams are going to be almost ready to go. Let me just get this one thing done on my overlay. Who are we looking for? Close to Death. There it is. Just making sure their logo's set up. When we switch over to that scene later, it's going to look pretty for you guys. What do you know? They got a red logo. They'll be the red team. Perfect. All right. So let's go over here. Boom. I did hear from Keenan once again. He's going to get me added up in game and hopefully get me that lobby. So let me just add this battle tag I got here pretty quick. 9-4. There we go. Alright, friend request sent out to him, so we'll just hang tight for a sec. So we do know the team. It's going to be Multiple Smiles. And let me give you that full roster really quick. I believe it's How Win. We have Liam, Diesel, Caesar Salad, And who's my last one I'm forgetting? Here it is. Caesar Salavisa. Oh, did I say Vin? I think I said Vin. Okay. Well, Vin's the last one. Sorry. Thought I said him. And for the other team today, it will be Close to Death. And this is a roster I'm not as familiar with. But it's going to be Keenan. We got Cookie Monster. We got, or Cookie Man rather. We got Huberman and Red Robot. And our final player is Bloodsplat. They knocked out Boosted Gaming in the first round, so already with wins under their belt. I don't know the full result. Is it on here? I'll see if I can get the full result on the website. But for now, it's not showing it for me on the bracket, so we'll hang tight. I do have a friend added here in Keenan, so we will have word once that lobby's ready to go. Let me just make sure Keenan reached out. Just making sure they're all set up with their map selection process. Currently 8:07 though on my clock here. We are on a 2-minute delay tonight, but I believe they have a full like 15 minutes or something like that until they have to be here. So we'll just keep hanging out. I'm not in a big rush. I don't have much going on today. All right. Are you guys handling lobby? Yes, we are in the match 12 chat. All right. Well, good. Do they need me? Match Lounge 12. All right, here we go. Look at this. So we got information. Close to Death is going to win the coin toss, and they are going to ban a map first. They banned away Cursed Hollow. Liam over with the multiple smiles then decided to ban away Braxis Holdout, and our first map selection will be Tomb of the Spider Queen. So we know where we're going. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Got my lobby invite. Yes sir, yes sir. We are about to be in there. There we go. And then we just got to make sure we get our other team in here. And then I need to... May I kindly ask that Close to Death be on the right for my overlay. Thank you, thank you. All right, sweet. So, teams are filing in quickly, actually. I have 9 players here, myself in the lobby, and waiting on our final player from Close to Death. And I believe we'll give them approximately like 10 minutes or so, I believe the timer was. So we'll just hang out, and looks like Huberman is joining now, so we won't even have to wait. And there we go. I'm going to throw them an R, let them know that I'm ready to go. Of course, we're waiting on the teams to make sure they're ready to go. Twitch chat, I already know you're ready to go. You've been here early. You showed up. You've been waiting for Division S since the moment it was announced. Maybe you caught some round 1 action. Plenty of other streams going on. I know J-How's out there, Graves Bill, Bahamut. Also being streamed by Cody Kraz and Miroslav Dirk. Typhoon's in there, and one Mega Man fan, which we might actually cross paths with one Mega Man fan in round number 3 after this one. If Broken Alliance Gaming moves on, I believe one Mega Man is following them, so maybe we'll have 2 different casts going on at the same time. Just waiting on a few players to use the restroom, and sounds like we'll be good to go here. Dread Champ here to be an observer. Okay. And Then we're just waiting to get these final R's in our lobby. In Division S, round number 2 will be underway. Once again, multiple smiles up against Close to Death. I have obviously had a little bit of opportunity to cast players like Hao Win as well as Caesar Salad down in the Open Division last season for Heroes Hype. Did some casting for them there. And then a little bit of the Amateur Series as well with Heroes Hype. I believe I've seen these players participate, and I got to cast a few of those matches. So a little bit of familiarity with them. Not as much, though, with Close to Death. I was going to get you that roster. I apologize for that. Oh, I did get you their roster, actually. I lied. Still don't see the bracket being updated, so... see if they'll get that figured out. Sup, Slice and Diceu, and what is up? Draft number 1, Tomb of the Speedro Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round number 2, Division S, qualifier number 1 here in 2019. Multiple smiles in blue. They will be first to ban, as this was the map selection of Close to Death, so we'll see what direction they want to go. I mean, I'd imagine they want to get rid of some of like the big scary stuff, and that is big, that is scary. That is Diablo. He's going to be the first to be banned here in our match on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Remember, this will be a best of 3 tonight. Orphea, the next ban, Close to Death, getting rid of one of the newest heroes in the game. Speaking of new heroes, our newest one, Imperius, will be legal tonight. So he could be drafted right here, right now, in what we're watching together. Genji's the second ban here for Multiple Smiles. But I don't think we're going to get that happening. Not today. I don't think Imperius is going to show up. If he does, I'd be surprised. Medivh, I like this ban on this map. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see much Imperius. Finally, though, we are entering the meat and potatoes, as I like to call it, part of the draft. Pick number 1, and with Maiev still available, Maiev will be picked number 1 here by Multiple Smiles, and that is going to be a power assassin here for a team that has a lot of power players on it. Thrilled to get started up with that Maiev, but it does leave an Azmodan open, and I guess we're going to get some globes, plenty of wave clear, and a huge scaling factor for Close to Death. Having that Azmodan is going to mean that the longer the game goes on, the better their chances might actually turn into, as he stacks up his Globe of Annihilation quest and can do a ridiculous amount of damage late game. Jaina, in response, going to pair it up with Garrosh, so a lot of control now. Look at that out of Jaina with the slows, Maiev with the tethers, and of course Garrosh with his flip, stun, and taunt combos. This is going to be a fantastic amount of lockdown and a considerable amount of wave clear as well, grabbing that Jaina there in their number 2 pick for Multiple Smiles. So now we're starting to see some more of these bans come in. First to be looked at on the right-hand side, Close to Death banning away the Zeratul. This is leaving our final ban of map number 1, the option for Multiple Smiles, and with 1 second left, make it 0. Here it is. It's going to be the Fire Lord Ragnaros. Didn't see that one coming. I do believe, and I could be wrong, that he was part of the latest balance patch. I don't know what they did to Ragnaros, so you guys in chat, discuss it amongst yourselves, but I think something was done there, and whether or not it's because of that or they just don't want to have to deal with Molten Core or Lava Wave on this, Ragnaros is banned out, so now picks 3 and 4, Lucio and Alarak. Not a combination you expect to see, especially for me on Tomb of the Spider Queen. I mean, Lucio will help with those rotations between mid and top, but Alarak, not one that's really known for his wave clear. Should be able to help with... I guess they could just set him up in the solo lane now I think about it, because all you need is that Johanna Azmodan to stack up and rack up and stack up on that quest for Azmodan. So Alarak could go solo. We'll see what they want to do with their final pick, but Blaze and Malfurion were the last 2 for Multiple Smiles, and there we do see it. Phoenix, the final selection for Close to Death. So now that we see all of our heroes, we've introduced our teams, and you've gotten this first look, let me know in chat who you think is going to win this second round matchup. If you want to vote for multiple smiles, hashtag MS in chat. If your vote's for Close to Death, hashtag CTD in chat. We'll tally up those votes sometime during this opening map, Tomb of the Spider Queen, and usually you guys pick right. I think that's the case. Twitch is so smart, you know who's going to win before they've even won. Even with this 2-minute delay we're on, you guys can see into the future somehow. Very magical.
Yes. Just as I deserve.
Did someone just play Alarak noises? Did anyone else hear that? I heard Alarak noises. Okay. Maybe we got some sort of host or something. Can we check? Maybe not. Okay. Ah, yes. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Game number 1. Finally here, and make sure we switch over this overlay, zoom out, and take a peek over on the left-hand side because we have multiple smiles. Vin playing the Jaina. We got Hao Win on that Maiev. Liam playing Blaze Diesel on Garrosh, of course, and Caesar Salad playing support on Malfurion. Over on the right-hand side, we got their competitors. They won their round 1 matchup up against Boosted Gaming. They are Close to Death. Huberman playing Lucio. Keenan, he's on that Alarak. We got Red Robot playing the Johanna. On Phoenix is going to be Cookie Man, and rounding it out on the Asmodan is Bloodsplat, and he's going to be really looking to do a lot of splatting with those globes in this matchup. Wants to stack up early, but right now getting himself caught in a toss, caught in a root, caught in a tether. Bloodsplat down before 20 seconds expire on this clock, and multiple smiles off to the Division S qualifying start they were looking for. A huge pickup. Making sure Asmodan not stacking early. Now, let's take a look at this bottom lane matchup, and as predicted, it will be that Alarak up against a Blaze, so the matchup should be about even. Look at this rotation. The gank attack coming from Diesel. Will they have to stun? No. Great little telekinesis, but a toss is there anyway. Keenan now getting body blocked, but a lot of tower shots hitting Blaze. He won't be able to stand in, and they will have to concede the kill on Keenan. But a beautiful little attempt there. The gank attempt on bottom lane didn't quite work out. Let's check out mid. Almost T-Tor is there. And indeed, it is a kill. Maiev going to even up the score now, 1 apiece between these two teams. Here are your level 1 talents on your screen, because I know you've been waiting to see them. And I know you're like, hey, Murda, show me those talents. And we do see on the Asmodan, it's going to be that Gluttony. So, he's trying to hit heroes. Really get that opportunity. If he's in the middle of these fights the way he's been so far, I'd say it's a resounding yes. But so far it is going to be just 30 stacks for that Asmodan. I wouldn't say it's very low, and I do expect this to be stacking up very quickly every time they can pull off that subdue. Or not the subdue, what's it called? The what's the pull from Johanna? And I play a lot of Johanna, LOL. Condemn. Bottom lane, Keenan, you're caught this time. See ya later. 2 kills on the board. That's a 3-man rotation down to that bottom lane to help out Blaze. They are able to secure it. Now Garrosh finding the Phoenix. Cookie Man has a warp available. He's back to safety near his wall. Looks like multiple smiles. We'll take a crack at this neutral camp down on the bottom lane. Siege camp being worked on by Vin and Caesar Salad. Liam holding vision up top in lane. Diesel here as well. Good stun there on Phoenix. Body blocks there, but warp's available. He's back out yet again. Finally, camp can be picked up by Vin. Bottom lane pressure as mid lane being worked on a lot by Johanna and Asmodan. I know we're just taking a peek down there at the bottom lane for a minute. But looking back at the stacks, 46 now for Asmodan. Getting a few more here in mid as they make the rotation up to the top. You see how the Lucio's aiding in these rotations, helping Johanna get up here. I love to see her not even worry about the mountain, just get on the way. That's T-Tors for sure. Bottom lane Blaze is down. That was rotation from Alarak. You also see the Phoenix still here. Root gonna miss from Malfurion. Caesar Salad wants that one back, but not gonna be able to get it because the E has been cast, and cast with a miss it shall be for eternity. Mid lane, taking another look. Diesel making these rotations aggressive, and I haven't really seen Garrosh peak at top lane at all. I mean, it hasn't been a lot up top at all by multiple smiles throughout this entire game. This is Malfurion in trouble. A lot of lasers connecting from Phoenix, but not enough to finish the job. on the old Druid. He's going to cast some Qs and head on down. There are some turns trying to happen. 21-13 currently in favor of our blue team. Multiple smiles. I don't know who's going to get him in first, but there's going to be 12 more. Now only 11 remaining. Too short from having enough on hand. And though there they are, picked up top lane by Phoenix. Another toss. Iron Skin available for Johanna. She backs up. 4 more gems being cashed in by Phoenix. Bottom lane, it's Liam keeping an eye on this turn-in, but no one was watching up top, and those 4 get in. Now just 7 away are close to death. You can call them close to turn-in, as 18 more turned in here by multiple smiles. Now both teams close, and also both teams close to level 7. Here are those level 7 talents clicking in for multiple smiles, looking for the turn in this bottom lane. They're going to use this very brief window to secure the turn in. Diesel with the final 4, or excuse me, Liam with the final 2. Finally, it's in. Finally, some web weavers. They will be blue. They will be pushing from left to right and try to siege down some of these structures. Diesel in trouble. It is Garrosh. Finds a toss. Iron Skin available again for Johanna. Still backing up his Diesel. Lands a 3-man groundbreaker, and coming in was Maiev with some big fan of knives resets. Gets the helping hand out of there. Just throw him out into the fray. Keenan caught by Liam. Are there any stuns? There are slows, but Keenan has that telekinesis. He's back. Red Robot now in the middle. He's tossed back. Iron Skin again from Johanna. You can't kill this hero. You can try to tether. You can try to jet propulsion, but still alive is Red Robot. As we do see these web weavers finally pushing. Jaina pulled back, and that's a kill. A great condemn there by Johanna. Red Robot helping secure that kill. Big money. Now with the lead is close to death, 3-2 over some former HGC pros here in this round 2 matchup of the Division S qualifiers. They are going to be able to clear up this bottom web weaver up top. It's Phoenix still working on that one there, not getting through any towers. Bottom lane though did lose the wall, did lose 2 towers. Mid lane still looking strong, and we are 7 red gems away from getting some red web weavers on the map. So let's keep an eye on this bottom side. Keenan with 14, Red Robot with 17. Another telekinesis to bring him to safety. Keenan really flashy so far with the old Alarak hero. Asmodan still stacking, getting plenty of credit there at mid. 20 gems on hand for multiple smiles. Here's the turn in. Cookie Man getting it, and it is secured. Red web weavers, and they do have this XP lead as well. Not quite there to level 10, about a level left to go, but if they get any structures with these web weavers, they could have that level 10 locked in and a potential move on to get one of these forts down. Right now it's 4 heroes from each team up in this top lane, and it appears as though Close to Death wants to make this their priority, as it is the boss lane. They're looking later on if they can maybe get one of those bosses, and having this lane weakened up as much as they can will benefit them if that's their strategy. So obvious little rotation here to mid to help out, get some more stacks there. Asmodan keeping an eye up top as this web weaver is approaching the wall. Jaina's the only one here in defense working on clearing it. So mid, and really not, honestly, I don't really know where's the push happening. It's just kind of hanging out. A little bit of indecision maybe here by Close to Death. They're going to get a little bit of value here in this bottom lane. Certainly this tower. Appreciate that follow from Cranky Hero 72. 2 towers down, a well maybe, and with these level 10s, they're still looking to push. Counter-Strike picked up, less shield. We have the Purification Salvo, that's a barrier, and the Black Pool from Asmodan. Now the retreat's being called. Johanna trying to keep everyone where they are. A little bit of scouting by Phoenix as well to make sure no one's hitting him on this rotation, and Close to Death will be able to retreat back to safety. And notably, still have gems on hand as well for a back-to-back turn-in. We'll see if Keenan and Bloodsplat can get these in up top. Keenan holding the majority, 24. They're going to be cashed in. They're good to go. Maiev finally going to check this out. But getting those 24 in early, that's definitely going to help. They have this early lead, and they have the XP lead as well. They have the kill lead. And let's take a look at these kills, how they've happened so far. Asmodan with 2, Alarak with 1, and then 1 apiece for Maiev and Blaze over on the blue team. Talon's up on your screen once again. Let's see if Diesel can find anything. He's been very aggressive trying to find these tosses, but this current position with Maiev up top, they're just not going to find it. They really need her to be ready to get that follow-up Tether to lock anyone in. Great jet propulsion. There's the taunt. A lot of burst damage, but the barrier's down by Huberman, keeping him alive. There's going to be the Warden's Cage, locking in a few and the kill on Alarak. So a little bit of sadism will be sacrificed there. A retreat happening. Warp has been used by Cookie Man. Is he going to get stunned in by Blaze? I don't know. Blaze actually shoots up top and misses the stun, but finally going down is going to be Johanna as well as 27 gems, but they're picked up by the Lucio. Now tossed in is Phoenix. He's down. Halwyn staying in for more. Nazbadan not going to connect with that globe, so a successful fight there. 3 for nothing in favor of Multiple Smiles. They're gonna get their turn in, as that's enough gems now on hand to get that in. Trying to sneak some in down bottom is Alarak. That's Blood Splat. He's not gonna be able to get it, but he will find some gems. We'll find some more stacks. He's at 261, ladies and gents, so really starting to crank his way up there and work towards this late game. I wouldn't be surprised if he's there no later than like the 13-14 minute mark. Should start one-hitting some of these waves pretty soon. Wow, thank you for the sub, LJ Cabsy. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you so much for supporting my channel here, supporting Division S, and being a part of this opening night, this opening qualifier. We're currently round number 2. We got Multiple Smiles pushing in with Web Weavers up against Close to Death. Top lane the priority right now. Maiev and Blaze split at mid and bot respectively, as rotation now coming from that top lane push they had going. They're going to get some of these minions forward, but not enough. They're not getting started onto this fort. And I don't know if they're going to have enough time really to do it, but they do have level 13s. I'll throw those talents up briefly as this fight's breaking out. Johanna locked in the root, the tether into the root. Fantastic. Now Warden's Cage gonna whiff, but the tether gonna pull Asmodean back. Barriers here from Lucio, keeping Asmo alive for now. Everyone's surviving. Great toss, but the warp's there by Cookie Man again. 160 health. And Fen 9 makes it back behind the wall to the well. He survives. However, the fort at mid, the fort at bot, they fall. And a full level lead, and potentially a third fort here, as up top with a minion wave, Diesel, Halwyn, and Vin ripping through quickly. So make it all 3 outer forts now down in favor of Multiple Smiles. There is a boss available on the map, as well as these bruiser camps. Currently it's just Caesar Salad working on it, dropping down old Trent. And joining finally is going to be Vin and Halwyn. They're going to get that bruiser camp out. Checking up top just there was Red Robot, making sure they weren't on the boss, but we know that they weren't there, so they're going to go ahead and rotate back down. They have enough gems for their turn and looking to get them in on Cookie Man and Keenan. That's 7, 4 plus 3. Great math right now by Close to Death, and they will get those gems in just in the nick of time. Liam almost with that oil spray and fire to get the job done. Blizzard thrown down, not going to connect because of Iron Skin there by Johanna. She's safe. But this is Red Web Weavers, and this is Red Web Weavers number 2. They had that opportunity for back-to-back, didn't quite get it. Great defense earlier by Multiple Smiles, but an offensive chance right now for Close to Death, and after what happened to them during the last objective phase, they're looking to match it here. They got to get some structures down. Red Robot looking for it. Popped Iron Skin, now stuck in a taunt. The root's there as well. Barriers, the only thing available to save. Warden's Cage down. Fan of Knives resets. Are you there, Maiev? Can you get this? Here it comes. There's 1. There's 2. They're starting to spit out, and the first one downs Johanna, so no tank available. And remember, no bruiser either. This is a pretty light composition by Close to Death, so if Blaze wants to get in here with Garrosh, they can be deadly, but no damage follow-up here right now. They're up top clearing that Web Weaver, and it's going to end up just being a bunker thrown down with the Water Elemental, I guess, just to push back and make sure there's no forts going down. That's successful there for Multiple Smiles. Second objective, and still all of their forts standing. Just a sliver away from level 16, so that means a level and a half of an XP lead. And with that boss on the map and with their kill potential now at level 16, this could be an opportunity to break it wide open, and gems on hand too. Everything looking to click in right now for Multiple Smiles. Gems are in. Web Weavers number 3 for the blue squad. And with outer forts down, this is looking to go straight at the keep walls. Bruiser going to get cleared up quickly by Maiev and Jaina there at mid. They don't want to have to deal with their Web Weaver running up into that Bruiser. So they're going to clear it up. They have catapult advantage in all 3 lanes. Web Weavers are here as we speak. Diesel up front, Vin here with Caesar Salad. Water Elemental down first. 5 members here from close to death, and a lot of damage coming on Garrosh. Jumping in, there's the barrier, gonna negate a bit of the damage from Maiev, but not all of it as Asmodan falls. Warden's Cage locking into, Cookie Man's gonna go down. No, he won't. It was Johanna and, the Alarak, Finally, the Phoenix does fall, though, so it's a triple kill for our members of Multiple Smiles. Webweaver's still on the map, and this is definitely going to be some keeps. Just depends on where they want to get them. Looks like top will be priority. Boss still available after this objective phase. So that could be their win condition they're looking at. So this top keep, they want to get it down. They will get it down as there's still 10 more seconds until the Siege Master Asmodan respawns. Webweaver's still healthy. And that's keep number 1 down. Mid has been cleared. Let's take a peek down bottom. That one is going down as we speak. So objective cleared. And with bottom being cleared last, they had a little bit of information as to where Johanna and Lucio were. Do they want to jump on this boss is the question. They're telling themselves, no, it's a throw pit. 16's just achieved for close to death, and they're going to check this boss. Blaze is in there running the bait, and now coming out from the other angle with the Water Elemental is going to be Multiple Smiles. Red Robot, great job, Condemn, making sure no one's going to walk forward. Good slows and retreating safely and actually buying out that Water Elemental. A pretty good trade there for close to death. They're going to get opportunity to make a play and navigate around this map a little bit safer, having that even talent here. Won't have to play as scared, but they're gonna have to make a move within the next level and a half for Multiple Smiles, because once those level 20s get here, it's gonna be that much harder to accomplish a comeback. But one thing that they have going for them right now is a fully stacked Asmodan, and that's gonna mean a lot of anti-siege coming down these lanes, getting rid of these catapults quickly, and it's gonna keep the mid and top at least pushing in their favor. Let's check out if that general's down here on the bottom, but that'll help out here as well. Boss still available. It looks like Close to Death wants to look at it or maybe bait it. Cookie Man trying to get in the vent. Not quite in there yet. So Bush set up here with Blaze down bottom. Water Elemental dropped. Another 60-second cooldown just used by Vin, making sure no one's there. He still gets caught anyway, and Vin is just down out of nowhere, out of the bush, out of the vent. It's going to be a big kill there for Close to Death. Remember, that boss is still available. They're going to walk right in this pit. They know they have this advantage, but look around the map. Blaze down bottom with Siege Giants along with them. This keep is being threatened. Mid, it's a Bruiser camp pushing as well, with now Maiev joining it as well. So she's going to be working on another keep. So this could be all 3 keeps just for this one boss for Close to Death, and they're fully committed to it. They're gonna get it, but they realize what's going on the other side of the map. A big rotation coming out from Diesel and Caesar Salad now to make sure that final keep is secured. They might not get it, but they got the bottom. They have a retreat path through this bottom lane as well. Diesel should be able to get out of here, and they got their level 20s. Oh, they might lose Diesel after all. Yeah, Garrosh is down. He's not getting out of this. He's saying, hey guys, 13 gems and a Garrosh life. A staggered death as Jaina is just now respawning. Very unfortunate. This boss is pushing. And this is perhaps opportunity to find some gems, find a turn in. Big opportunity though for Close to Death, and especially just find some XP. 50 seconds with no Garrosh means plenty of time to find some XP around the map. The boss does fall before the wall's down. 8 gems being cashed in by Johanna. We still got another, what is that, another 18 here. 20 if you count Huberman. 28 seconds, no Garrosh still. Asmodan no longer needs to stack, but he's going to keep that top lane pushing the other direction. Remember, those catapults are coming out every single wave, so we'll push against them if they don't keep an eye on it. They want this mid fort, though. It's the last outer fort remaining for either team. They're not going to find it on that push attempt, but they do find all the gems necessary. And with Garrosh still dead, Cookie Man going to cash him in. Red Webweavers. Number 3? No, this is number 4. 4? You know, I can't keep track that long. I'm not going to lie. I might be good at some things. Counting to 4, not one of them. Diesel's back, however, and he's going to throw, wow, Johanna over the wall perfectly. The taunts there as well. Great barrier by Huberman, keeping Johanna alive for just a moment, but not long enough to get level 20 and to get indestructible. Johanna's down. 60-second death timer, and Red Web Weavers once again will be a free clear here for Multiple Smiles, as there's no tank alive. There's no bruiser alive. Warden's Cage hitting on 3. Here's a big reset counter strike, and it sent How Wind down very low. Good stun there. Keenan has to back up. Purification Salvo pushing everyone out of the way, but no kills on either side, and warping back to safely there at the end. Cookie Man has been on fire with that Protoss E talent, making sure he's not getting caught by a lot of things. I know Garrosh has tried, but hasn't been too much success. Pressure is going to really start mounting now, as we are approaching that 20-minute mark. 19 minutes and 15 seconds in. The only camp available is down bottom. That bottom lane siege camp there. Neither team walking that direction, but it is Cookie Man walking top. Why do they want Blaze? Liam almost getting caught. His jet propulsion almost got blocked there by Lucio. Ends up having to use his bunker. Finds an Asmon and taunts down by Diesel. Bloodsplat has to go around this expired fort. He's down because the barrier can't hit. Cookie Man's in trouble. Still has some shields, but it's all ripped off now. Cookie Man, can you escape? Avoiding those ice lances by Jaina, and gets away with the help of a little bit of speed by Huberman, just barely negating the slows from Jaina. This is going to be the 4th turn-in for Multiple Smiles, just 7 gems away, and it was the 3rd on the last one. Blaze finally getting those last gems in, so Web Weavers, lanes pushed. I mean, up top, we're at like the 3/4 mark almost. Mid lane, we're almost up at this keep. Bottom lane at that 3/4 mark, so this is going to be core rush time for the members of Multiple Smiles, looking to pick up their first win here in the Div S qualifiers. Roots down huge. Indestructibles there that time for Johanna. Great heals, but finally fallen is going to be JoJo. 62 seconds of death. And with these Web Weavers coming, oh, unless Cookie Man finds a counter kill, Maiev is down. More damage coming out from Alarak. Liam has to hop in the bunker, survives, and Keenan thought he had the kills, but the bunker saving the day. Maiev finally does fall, but Web Weaver's now on the core. Diesel's here. Caesar Salad showing up. They don't have their Maiev, so they're going to rely on the Jaina to get the damage out, at least keep some of these waves forward, but they want to find some kills. Barriers there again. Big web blast, enough jet propulsion. 1, 2 more at the end of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 with an exclamation point at the end is going to be handed over to Multiple Smiles. All right, so let's take a match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. What a game. Tomb of the Spider Queen, never not fun map to watch. That one, no different than always. Ton of damage from Vin. You guys know him. He played for Tempo Storm last year, and 83k damage will definitely do the job. And a lot of sieging coming out. Maiev, tremendous job, 209. Matching and outdoing the Azmodan. A successful map number 1 for the side of Multiple Smiles. We're going to hop back into lobby. And I will be right back in just a moment, waiting on our next map selection. The band, not the band, but the map pick. And see where we're going to go. So hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, game 2 will be next. We'll take about a 3-minute break. All right, folks, we are back. Shout out to you guys in chat.
New follower detected.
You see the shades. You see the shades. Where do you get indoor shades? MFCEO? I don't know. You go to the store where they sell sunglasses. You put them on indoors. Easy. Easy clap, actually. I'm ready in the lobby here. Teams are ready, apparently. Here we go. Battlefield of Eternity, and this is game number 2 of a best of 3 set. Multiple Smiles winning map number 1. Looks like Close to Death picked this as well. Alarak banned out. Had to deal with it in map number 1 over on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let me make sure. The Spider Queen. I like writing down what map we played on so I remember for later. This one is going to be BOE. First ban though, Alarak. Respect ban. That's just respect ban. Maybe another respect ban there as Garrosh banned out. Diesel played him so well in game number 1, known to be playing that hero. Appreciate the follow from Chester9327 and Urzerzog. I appreciate that as well. I'm sure I butchered that one. My apologies. Ban number 2, we did see this in map number 1. Big Red Diablo banned out again by Multiple Smiles, not wanting to deal with him. Makes sense, especially here on Battlefield of Eternity, one of those heroes. It's a Diablo map. And also a Diablo map because he's so strong here. 10 seconds left for our final ban of this top half. And it's Close to Death on the clock. Already banning away the Garrosh. 3 seconds now remaining. Do they want to get rid of that Zeratul or Medivh they got rid of in the first map? No, it's going to be Hanzo, which on Battlefield of Eternity obviously was nerfed quite considerably on the PvE damage portion at least.
Detected.
But still plenty of opportunity for a Hanzo player to get a lot of damage in the jungle area here on Battlefield of Eternity. Maiev left open for the second time, and for the second time in this match, we're going to see Maiev picked up number 1 by Multiple Smiles. The follows are flying in now. Mr. Poke Joke, MFCEO, and Hit the J. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. If you guys don't know me, I am Murda. I am your host this evening. Tournament director for Nexus Gaming Series. We are very proud to be partnering up with Heroes Lounge to bring you guys Division S, and especially these qualifiers over the next 4 weekends. Tyrande Medivh. So a pseudo double support comp here for Close to Death, and with that much healing and shielding, we're gonna guess they're not close to death for a lot of this one. Medivh does present itself a lot of scenarios and different possibilities for the direction this comp could go for Close to Death, and in response it's just going to be some basic damage, and now showing all 3 assassins are going to be Multiple Smiles with the Raynor and Zeratul pickups there. They've shown their hand, still missing tank and support. So they've shown their hand, and a potential opportunity now for Close to Death to counter-strike in this draft, needing a win here in this best of 3 series. They're going to make their final ban. They're banning out a hero they played in map number 1, the Lucio. So, I mean, this is rather odd. Afraid of the Cho'Gall, Cho banned out. Wisely there. More follows coming in. LJ Cabsy and Sergeant Pickle 34. You rock, you rock, you rock. Thank you so much. Picks 3 and 4 now. Close to Death on the clock. Having that quasi double support Tyrande Medivh already. Looking to find probably some damage in a tank. Might want an offlaner too if they don't want to send their Medivh. Greymane Muradin. So here's going to be some fantastic PvE in the form of Greymane, and Muradin, one of the sturdiest tanks this game has ever seen. The Dwarf. Muradin. The number 4 selection for Close to Death. So they've seen 4. They have their final 2 left. Multiple Smiles looking to finish off their draft. Need a tank, need a support. Arthas Stukov. Alright, I don't think anyone in chat would have called that one coming, but that is what we got. The Arthas will do a great job shutting down this Greymane, who's going to really be a main portion of the damage for Close to Death. So wise pick there. The Stukov can really shut down some of these portals. Just drop that silence right on the the entrance or the exit half of that portal, depending on which way you want to look at it. Malthael, the final pick, a great way to finish off an Arthas, and also a considerable amount of percentage damage onto those immortals. So, ladies and gents, you've seen the drafts. I'll ask you again. Game number 1, it looked like you guys wanted to vote for multiple smiles, but game number 2, let me know again. Hashtag MS or hashtag CTD. Vote for these teams now in chat. Participate. And thank you for being here, and a big thank you to Chester9327 hitting the sub button with a tier 1 sub. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Drop those globes of love if you guys have them. If you're here, I know Recyclic was here earlier. Ghost Dunk, you got one. Mongoose is here. Drop some hearts at this guy. If you guys don't know the code, it's Murdar Globe. And bam, that's what it looks like. So thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you for supporting once again Division S. Heroes Lounge and Nexus Gaming Series are very proud to be bringing you this production. And we are in map number 2 of our first match, but it is round number 2 here in this little tournament today. And once again, on the left-hand side, they're your map 1 winners, multiple smiles. Vin going to play the Rainer Liam on Zeratul, Caesar Salad on Stukov. Arthas going to be played by Diesel, and rounded it out on the Maiev. It's Hal Win. Over on the right-hand side, they're looking to bounce back. We got Tyrande played by Huberman. Cookie Man, it's Malthael. That's going to be Red Robot on the Muradin. Up in the air on the Maiev, on the Medivh is Bloodsplat. And our final hero is Keenan on the Greymane. And that is a pleb horse, pleb skin Greymane. Wow. Kudos to Keenan for that one. Takes a lot of guts. Level 1 talents now coming up on your screen. Take a peek at these. It's, I believe, Portal Master, yeah, from Medivh. So they'll be looking for that. On a Pale Horse, of course, from Malthael. Nothing too crazy here from our blue team. So, looks pretty standard. But what's not standard is this 3-man spot up top for Close to Death. And it's going to be 4 men now rotating to the top for multiple smiles. Finding Greymane. The slows are there. That was very overzealous, I thought, there for Greymane to be pouncing that far in and not really having information as to where the rest of this rotation might have been. So, first kill again early for multiple smiles, just as they did over on Tomb of the Spider Queen. They find that first blood and an early XP advantage, and they're going to try to push in this top lane. I guess that's just the play. Medivh and Zeratul rotating and just really roaming a bit, as both these heroes are really known to do. Liam now making it back up top, see if they can find anything. No minions for either team, so all players are going to be content to just wait and reset for this next wave to clash here in the middle of this top lane. Here it is. Keenan here up front and on the rotation, on the flank. Jumping in now is Muradin. Dwarf tossing right in there. Stormbolt going to connect onto Rainer on the backside. Great silence by Stukov, and that's why you draft Stukov for Caesar Salad. An outstanding job making sure Muradin is not getting the hell out of there. So second kill, and looking good are multiple smiles here on Battlefield of Eternity. That's a camp steal away. Very aggressive by Cookie Man. Sorry, T-Tors on that. But I do want to keep an eye and show you that that was a very successful steal. A gutsy play. Not going to get too much value onto the fort, but it will negate that opportunity later on during the objective phase for multiple smiles to get that bruiser camp pushing. Now looking for even more Merc pressure is Cookie Man on this bottom lane Khazra camp. Hal Win has it scouted. Liam's here as well on Zeratul, but with Medivh here, Malthael should be able to play a little bit safer than he otherwise would have been by himself. Portal's down, but this camp's still not done. Medivh's gonna hop to the other side, but Zeratul able to warp right with them. Liam showing how to play Zeratul. Camp is stolen away. Medivh is dead. Stacks are reset on the Arcane Rift, and another kill, make it 4 on the board for multiple smiles. Let's take a look up top as they picked up Khazra camps in both lanes. Immortals spawning in 7 seconds. It's a full level lead heading into it for multiple smiles. They got a tower down here up top, and with that Khazra camp still pushing, they're going to be able to start pushing towards halftime as the red Immortal is right next to them here in this top lane. Avoiding a few stuns there from the Immortal and Tyrande. This thing is approaching 50% health. And down bottom, the Blue Immortal, not even scratched. So now looking to play aggressive, actually, is Multiple Smiles. Not quite at level 7, leaving their Zeratul to stealth soak bottom lane for now. They're going to rotate back and start working on the Red Immortal that has been pushed below 50% health. Arthas in a weird spot, but Diesel knows where his team is, knows how to back up safely in this. Now showing up is Liam on that Zeratul, finding Keenan. Keenan's very low. Gets some supporting from Tyrande, but Keenan, you're gonna go down. Yes, he will. Arthas staying on top of 3. The portals are sending him back and forth, but not going in the direction they need. Malthael caught by a tether, stuck in there is Cookie Man. He's down. Now looking to root in the Tyrande, and a triple kill for Multiple Smiles. They got level 7. They got 7 kills. And just 4 minutes into this game are looking like they're ready to open it wide open with the first objective. And it's going to have a full shield. This other one was not touched at all. So Multiple Smiles with the full shielded Immortal. I believe this will push bottom lane. Yes, it will. Already here is Vin. Let's show you guys some more talents while you have a little bit of break in the action. Immortal just finally getting all of its health. So much to tabulate onto that health bar. Here it is, though, this bottom lane. It's going to stay in this ranged mode for a moment. This is a Malthael here in defense. So Muradin, the one playing solo lane up top. So no tank here down bottom. And that means Maiev walking forward, grabbing a tether, and another kill. 8 now for Multiple Smiles. This thing is still healthy. 50% shield still there. Great root combo. The portal's down from Medivh, getting Keenan back to safety, but Medivh's down again. Arcane Rift reset for the second time here in this matchup, and looking strong right now as Multiple Smiles. They're pushing onto this bottom keep. Oh, excuse me. Let me jump back out there. Hit the wrong button. But here we go. This bottom keep it's in big trouble, especially with Malthael falling. Now level 9.5, and with some of these towers falling down, and this minion wave, they're going to be very close to level 10. Of course, this keep wouldn't give any XP, but just how close they are. Level 10's this close. I mean, they could be threatening game. But instead, the Immortal's down, and without level 10s, they're going to back it on up. Not even 6 minutes into this, and that keep is 75% health. So strong, so good. And really so much earned off that objective for Multiple Smiles. They're even going to get that Khazra camp on the back end. Running through the jungles, Vin and Caesar Salad, not finding anything there. But with this pressure down bottom, and Zeratul already keeping this wave here, and catapults as well, it just keeps stacking up and not looking good. How did this happen? What? Arthas finding a kill by himself? He doesn't even care if he dies. He reset Medivh. And down bottom, they're getting the keep. Very successful for Multiple Smiles. But a counter push is going to happen here for Close to Death. They know that bottom was already gone. Nothing they can do. They're going to get a wall and 2 towers up top. And finally get their Medivh back. Here's a little skirmish breaking out, but Dwarf tossing out his red robot. He survives. Owl going to scout. It should show the Rainers up here. They obviously have information. He's walking in this lane. So they're going to move on to this siege camp in top, and they're going to get that with ease. Looking at some other timers, Bruiser camp 3 minutes. Not going to happen, but this one will be grabbed by Halwyn. No one making this rotation up top. They're going to try to get the Khazra camp destroyed before 10 seconds expire, when that Immortals, both the Immortals rather, are ready to go. Halwyn's going to go back to base, make sure he's ready to go. So just waiting around, and here we go. Immortal spawning in a great spot. Defensive position. Or excuse me, it's rather an offensive position for Close to Death, that they're jumping right on this and trying to play defenses. Arthas, but Diesel not having enough of his team here. You saw Maiev had to go back to base before these Immortals spawned, so no threat from the tethers as the Blue Immortal pushed down below 75% health. And teams are going to reset and try to re-look at this as Muradin finding an early stun there on Vin, but great swipes by Stukov. Caesar Salad keeping Rainer alive for now. Going to have to use a silence. Not going to be enough as Last Rites connects from Mouthfeel, finding the kill onto the Rainer, and now able to walk forward. They're not actually able to push that halftime. It's pushed by the members of Multiple Smiles, but they're going to find an Arthas. So a staggered death, and now looking good to get their own immortal in this one. And my God, I keep hitting some really terrible buttons. But looking to get their first immortal of the game here is gonna be close to death unless Hao Win has something to say about it. Tether in 2, getting resets on these fans of knives. Hao Win is gonna go down though. I can't believe it, that was so close. Almost found a kill, didn't find it. Eventually though, the Tyrande did go down, but Stukov gonna fall on the other side. It's getting very sloppy, if I might say so myself, by Multiple Smiles, trying to force too much, and just again, Vin running in there with that Hyperion, doing absolutely nothing. So yes, indeed, it will be an immortal in favor of Close to Death, 50% shield, and that's going to get them a little bit back in this game, and fortunate for them, it will be pushing this bottom lane, and that's where the catapult pressure is, so it should negate a bit of it, but those catapults might help a bit in the anti-siege as this thing walks down the lane. All heroes from both sides will be at full health. Muradin really the only one without full mana. So it'll be a nice little 5v5 plus an immortal here in this bottom lane. And this is a push for Close to Death. They need to find a win. This is map number 2 in a best of 3, and they find themselves down 1-0. So this objective's so important, but you see how Win and how dangerous he is walking in there and getting right back out with his Maiev play, sending these health bars down so low, and it's so hard for Medivh to keep all the shielding in. And now a great Warden's Cage locking him in, as well as this beautiful VP. Gonna reset that Q for Zeratul. He finds another kill, 2 down. Maiev did fall, but when you trade 1 for 3, Multiple Smiles happy yet again. Leyline Seal gonna reset the fight, but blood splat. You caught by Zeratul. Oh, woo! Nifty walked through the portal, waited for the teleport from Zera, and then clicked it. He escapes with 50 health. Someone clipped that. That's a nifty play. But 16 kills to 7. I'm putting those kills up on your screen right now. It's Vin with 5 on the Rainer, but he's fallen twice. Plenty of action from Maiev, and supporting action from Stukov and Arthas as well, making this look very strong for Multiple Smiles. But they lost the last objective, and lost a bit of the momentum they had started, and they're going to try to get it back started up with that siege camp in the top lane. Medivh keeping it scouted up in the air, but very quiet right now for both teams. Close to Death trying to stay close to Medivh, and at the first notice, especially once this Leyline Seal's available, maybe look for a Medivh play, a counter attempt on this Bruiser camp, and try to watch these rotations coming in. If anyone wants to, Diesel, smart check on that bush, and would have found Muradin. I don't know if it actually ended up getting scouted or not, but a wise play. And now retreating are the members of Close to Death. Going to get ready for this immortal. They want their Bruiser camp, and they want full health bars, which they already have. So both teams looking to get their camps out. Medivh still playing Pester Nuisance, even dropping a bluff. This portal being thrown down, threatening the rest of the team showing up over the edge, but Diesel going to stay in, and they're going to get that Bruiser camp. So good bluff, but not falling for it is Multiple Smiles. Mortals are here. Objective phase number 3. Camps pushing in both directions. Top for Close to Death. Bottom for Multiple Smiles. Tether connecting on Red Robot. Has Dwarf Toss. Also gets a protection from Medivh. Medivh also throwing out this Leyline Seal on 2. Not really any follow-up. Warden's Cage going to whip. Starfall going to whip as well. Keenan actually had to walk around, and Greymane's down. There's the VP, as well as this Hyperion over top. I heard a Haymaker, but it didn't do much. And with that VP ending, the silence thrown out by Zeratul. 4 kills, a quad kill for Multiple Smiles. 30-second death timers. They got level 16 talons. Bottom keep down. Liam, the captain, making the call to go to the core. It's only Red Robot Murden here in defense. And this could be it. Multiple smiles looking to move on to the next round. Nothing's gonna stop them now, ladies and gents. That's gonna be it. 2-0 in favor of multiple smiles. They're moving on to face the winner of Broken Alliance and the Bree Buddies. All right, once again, let me bring you the match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. Wow, 2-0 multiple smiles, looking multiple leagues stronger than Close to Death on Battlefield of Eternity. Very strong Liam, not falling once in that one. 6-0 on Zeratul, the captain for multiple smiles. He's your MVP there on Battlefield of Eternity. I'm going to keep these stats up on your screen for a sec. I'll also show you the talents, as I'm sure you might want to look at those and see what these players are running in what truthfully is some of the first competitive action at a pro level, if we want to call it that, for North America here in 2019. So take a look at these builds. My Ev was so strong. You saw Hal Wynn play that hero twice in both those maps, and so strong. And when you can just pick it at number 1 and not have to worry much about the rest of the draft, it makes a lot of sense. And congratulations to multiple smiles. They will be moving on to round number 3. And I'm going to be taking a break, waiting to figure out what's going on with that. Hang tight in chat. Don't go too far, because this stream will remain active for the next round. I'll be bringing you the same team here, multiple smiles, and we'll figure out who they're going to face. Broken Alliance Gaming or the Bree Buddies. Hang tight. We'll be back soon. See you later.